y'all, it's Cindy Tauchar with Around the Town in the South, and I am in God's country today. I'm up in Starkville, my old stomping grounds, and I've been to a baseball game. I'm going to the girls' basketball game tonight, but in between, I wanted to make sure and talk to this young man that I met the other night. His name is Mark Coblentz.
Hi.
And I met him the other night when Cindy Cobb and I were emceeing the Mississippi Food Network event, the Moonlight Market, and I was really impressed with him because I knew that we were going to have two celebrity chefs at the event. One was Nick Wallace, who I've interviewed before, and if you've watched this, we've had him on the show several times, and absolutely love Nick. And the other one was Mark Coblentz from Starkville, and I was thinking, I'm a semi-Starkville girl. How come I don't know him? Well, the whole time they were setting up, there's this kid running around helping set up. It ends up the kid was actually the celebrity chef. So I was like, oh my goodness, I need to talk to you. So I'm so excited that I just happened to be coming to Starkville already today, and then I got to meet up with you. And he's meeting me in between things. He's got to be at youth group in a little bit. But first of all, tell me how young you were when you started cooking, because I know before you got into the celebrity realm of it, you were probably cooking for a while.
So I guess if you consider, helping my grandparents bake cooking, then I was about 3 years old or so. I would help them, grab an egg out of the fridge, put butter in the mixing bowl or whatever like that. But when I was about 10 or so, I started seriously getting into cooking. I would got home, watch a whole lot of Food Network. Then I'd see a recipe, print it off online, and say, Mom, can we go to the grocery store, try this out? And also, but the little funny story is, well, I have two funny stories. The first one, actually, my mom forced me to go to a cooking class in, I think I was 7 or 8 in the summer. I didn't want to do anything that summer, but she made me go to cooking class. I actually had a whole lot of fun. So I learned a lot of basics there, and kind of, inspired me to cook a little bit. But the real reason I got into cooking, I guess you can say, is because I love boxed mac and cheese. And so my mom got tired, so when I was about 9 or 10, she said, you have to learn how to make boxed mac and cheese if you want to eat it. So I learned how to make boxed mac and cheese, and kind of just spiraled out of control from there.
Okay, do you still eat boxed mac and cheese?
I still do eat boxed mac and cheese.
Okay, so that was when you were 10. So when you were 12 years old, which was in 2015.
Yes, ma'am.
You were on Chopped Junior. So, okay, I love the Chopped series of shows just because I'm always thinking I would never be as creative and come up with anything. So, how did you do when you did Chopped Junior?
So,
is it like a series or?
Yeah. So, Chopped Junior is a single episode. It's multiple seasons, like 10 seasons by now, but it's a single episode. So each episode they bring in 4 different chefs. My case, they brought in 4 different kids chefs. They compete off an appetizer, entree, dessert round. So we had 30 minutes for each round. So we got there about 6 a.m. The morning of filming, and about 7:30, 8 o'clock, we started filming the first round of appetizers. It was super fun, super nerve-wracking, and we do not know, guys, about what's in the box.
I swear, you don't have a hint.
Not even a hint. The closest thing we have to a hint is that we open it up, bring everything out for the cameras, put it back in, then we do it for real. So we have about 2 minutes or so to start formulating a recipe, but that's just purely for the shots. It's all real talent. So Chopped is a very, very impressive show. But then I proceeded for the first round. The second round, they threw me a bone. I got venison, but I forgot in the oven for a few minutes. But I somehow edged out the other competitor. And third round, dessert round, I made homemade ice cream, but they didn't have evaporated milk, and so in my mind, my mind was going a million miles an hour. So I made the recipe, but without evaporated milk, so it had too much sugar in it, and that's one of the reasons why I got chopped. I had too much sugar in my ice cream, but overall, it's a very fun experience. I got to meet 3 awesome chefs. Got to meet Chef Ted Allen, Chef Amanda Freitag, Elizabeth Chambers, and Chef Leanne Wong, and so she actually gifted me my first real chef's knife. I still have it to this day. Very nice chef knife. Got my name in it. But yeah, Chopped overall was a very, very fun experience.
What was the one ingredient that just totally threw you for a loop?
Probably the pickled pig feet. You see that a whole lot down here in the South. Pickled eggs or whatever, pig's feet. But I've never personally had it before. Nothing. Wasn't really something I was very interested in. But it was the first round, so I made a sauce out of beet hummus and rainbow carrots. So I just threw it in there, and it was kind of, I probably didn't put enough, to be honest, but I put it in the dish. And so they might have tasted it, they might have not, but yeah, I advanced to that round, so I guess I called it a score.
Well, that is so much fun. And that was filmed where?
That was filmed in New York.
New York.
So about a week or two before school got in, we went to, my family and I flew up to New York for about 5 days. I didn't do a whole lot of sightseeing, but my mom and brother did.
What? That's fun. I mean, just getting to travel somewhere is
Yes,
fun.
ma'am.
Okay, and so then the next year, in 2016, you were what, 13?
I was 13.
And you went to the MasterChef Junior.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, so MasterChef Junior was a whole lot of fun. I had just turned 13 like 2 weeks before, so March 8th was just recently, that was my birthday, and so we got to fly out like 15 days on my birthday, so that was a positive.
And you went to Los Angeles.
We went to Los Angeles,
this time.
yes
Okay.
ma'am. So I missed 5 weeks of school, 6 weeks of, I was out of town for 6 weeks because we got off on spring break when we went. But that was a whole lot of fun. We started off with 44 kids, and just, it was crazy living in a hotel, having 40 kids, then 20, 18, slowly progressing down to where I left was the top 10. But I had so much fun. It is definitely a very fun experience. It is a peek into what Hollywood is like, because it's a reality cooking show. So that says enough for it. But it was, again, very fun experience. I got to meet Chef Gordon Ramsay, Chef Christina Tosi.
He didn't yell at you, did he?
Yes, he did. He did. But it was because of a mix-up with my team. We were grilling steaks from the team competitions, and so I had a system going, and I didn't explain my system as best as I could, and they grabbed the wrong plate of steaks that wasn't fully cooked, and they put them out there. He actually threw my steak against a fire truck. It was.
I would have cried.
No, it was funny at the moment. It's still funny looking back at it, because I turned to my competitor, Chef Mashu, who's a great chef, and I said, "Was that a bird?" He said, "No, he threw your steak at the truck." But overall, fun experience. Got to meet, like I said, awesome chefs.
Okay, I interrupted you.
Yeah.
Who else did you get to meet besides him? I love him, but
Yeah. Okay, so I got to meet, what's her face? A woman from The Big Bang Theory. She was one of our guest judges. She's a vegan, so we made vegan burgers, and I should not have made it through that round. That was fun. Chef Richard Blaze. He owns a burger joint up in Birmingham, I believe. Really cool guy, really cool chef. And just, we got to meet a bunch of Boy Scouts, we cook for the Boy Scouts, but overall, very fun experience. I even got a follow out of Gordon Ramsay from it. He follows my Instagram, which I'm quite proud of.
Fun!
Quite proud of. Yeah.
Oh, well, share this on your Instagram so he'll see me. And
Yes, ma'am. I'll be sure to do that.
Okay, and then you did another show called Wonderama. What is Wonderama?
So Wonderama is, as best I can describe it, a kids variety show, like a kids Saturday Night Live. It is. The word means nationally syndicated show. So my dad is in broadcasting. This is his studio. I don't know what that means, but he knows what that means. So I'm pretty sure it's shown all around the country. That's as best I can understand it. But yeah, it's hosted by David Osmond, Donnie Marie Osmond. I've told they're very famous singers. Before my time, though. Yeah. But it was so much fun. We flew up to New York. My mom first of all, my dad and I flew up to New York for 3 or 4 days. I believe that, like, the exact end of summer. We filmed 4 episodes of Wonderama. We got to eat around Manhattan because we had more time to sightsee this time. We had some, awesome dishes, awesome ramen. I remember we hit this one spot off of Times Square. But yeah, it was a whole lot of fun. And then the next year around the same time, my mom and I flew out and we filmed 3 episodes, I believe, of Wonderama, maybe 2. But again, same host. I got to see my friends from last year. So I met a lot of the interns, and they were still there, so that was a ton of fun. Then we flew back, started school like a week later, and that's that.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what year are you in school?
I'm a sophomore right now.
Oh my gosh, he's only a sophomore. You're 16.
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Okay.
Just turned 16.
Okay, so, and right now what he has going on is he is on his 2nd season of filming Making a Chef. And it's on Mississippi Public Broadcast, and your the first season's already been out,
yes,
and you're working on. That's what this studio is with this kitchen. That's wonderful. And tell me about this.
Yeah.
What could people expect if they tune in and watch that?
So Making a Chef is kind of my experience of becoming a chef, I guess. So yeah, becoming a chef. So I go to local artisans either around town or around the state, and they show me their craft. So I was with Sam McElmore at Bountiful Harvest Farms, just a couple miles down the road. He showed me his big old garden, just like right outside of town, which I never knew was there. Really fun. We're filming a coffee episode. We're gonna meet with a couple different, baristas and roasters here in town. We filmed a pizza episode with my dad, the producer, and so he and I, we made homemade pizza. He does that a whole lot, and I help him. So that was fun. We just do a whole variety of episodes, learning from local artisans, their craft. So, if me as a kid can do it, then you as an adult should at least try to do it. You could probably do it yourself. So yeah, like you said, we're on our second season now. We're gonna have 8 episodes, and it's been a lot of fun so far. We're wrapping up filming. We just did one about food poverty and just the food deserts that's seen all around Mississippi, and we highlighted Moonlight Market for Mississippi Food Network. They do a great job, just spreading awareness about that and trying to fight that. So yeah, it's been a fun season so far.
Well, that is so neat. So what is your goals besides? I mean, obviously you're going to graduate high school in a couple of years, but there's no telling what you'll do before that's over. But I mean, what do you aspire to do in the long run?
So in the long run, I really aspire, or I guess I want to own a couple restaurants. I don't know how many a couple is. It could be 2, it could be 1, or it could be up to like 5 or 6. But I just want to have restaurants in different states, have different cuisines. Like a barbecue, a steak, southern style, whatever, and just spread my love of cooking all over the country. So
what's your favorite thing to cook?
My favorite thing to cook is, I can't really boil it down to one thing, but I enjoy making homemade donuts. That's very fun. Smoking, we just got a big green egg, and so we're doing a lot of smoking on that. Very, very fun. Even cooking something as simple as a steak or making pasta. It depends what I'm in the mood for. I just made a chocolate cake I'm making a chocolate cake before I came up here, so it all depends. It all depends what I'm feeling that day.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite food, or is it the same way, just what you're in the mood for?
Yeah, so what I'm in the mood for. Like I said, I'm a sucker for boxed mac and cheese, just mac and cheese in general. But I'm really big into, like southern food or soul food, or just food that makes you feel good when you eat it. But yeah.
Well, that's so much fun. So what would your advice be if there's somebody out there who's young and enjoys cooking and they wanted to kind of follow in your footsteps and do these types of things? Like how do you even know how to audition for Chop Junior?
So for people out there who just want to start cooking in general, I would just say, what I did, I watched a whole lot of Food Network. I got home, I was pretty lazy when I was younger, so I watched about an hour or 2 Food Network every day. And so I just go try dishes. I try, different chopping techniques with making the dish that I saw on TV. I would try, different ingredients, different dishes, and just experiment, build up my, culinary resume, and then just slowly expand from there, pushing myself, trying to, formulate my own recipes, reading what other people's recipes, listening to, my grandmother, other local chefs, and just, taking it all in.
Well, I think, how old were you when you started using a real knife?
Probably 7 or 8, I guess.
Okay.
I mean, not alone. I had supervision, but now it's just...
My oldest grandson's 7, and he loves to cook. He gets so excited that I let him crack eggs.
Yeah.
And he wants to, he'll go, I want 6 eggs. I'm like, you're not going to eat 6 eggs. You're just going to crack 6 eggs. But, so I try to hold him back from cracking more than he can eat. But he just thinks it's so neat to get to turn on the stove and to get to stir and, that kind of thing. So... but I've been debating at what point I let him have the knife. So
it's
I don't want to end up hurting the process.
Well, I mean, I learned by experience. That's how I did it. So I haven't cut myself bad, fortunately. I've cut off a fingernail one time. That's pretty much the worst extent to my injuries. That was actually at school one time. Oh. Yeah, it was a Spanish project. I was cutting up tortillas, and I just wasn't paying as much attention as I should. But I mean, learn from experience, and he'll learn how to handle a knife. Yeah, I'm sure he will. Yeah. But I hope he grows. I mean, he didn't have to be on all the TV shows, but I do hope he learns to cook, because I just think it's a great thing especially for guys to do. I just think everybody needs to know how to cook, because we all need to eat. Yeah. And the better the food tastes, probably the more we eat. Yeah. But I do want to thank my sponsors for letting us be able to do this today. My first sponsor is Huntcliff Veterinary Clinic in Clinton, Mississippi.
that's where I take all of my little fur babies. I have 2 cats, 2 dogs, and I've had others before them, and I've always gone to Dr. Walker, and Dr. Stribling is there now, Huntcliff Veterinary Clinic in Clinton, and also Odom's Eye Care. They're the oldest eye care in Jackson, Mississippi, I think probably in the state of Mississippi, and they're off of Old Canton Road in Jackson. That's also where I use. It's easy to plug people who you use because I know how good they are. But I love going to Odom's Eye Care, and everybody needs eye care to be part of their total health care because they can see diseases and stuff. Do you go to the eye doctor?
I do go to the eye doctor.
Yeah, a lot of people think you only go to the eye doctor if you have bad eyes, but even if you have good eyes, you need to go. So anyway, I want to thank Huntcliff Veterinary and Odom's Eye Care. I want to thank you for letting me come here today. And real quick before we sign off, I want to ask you something. Didn't ask you this before, but what's your latest obsession? Like, do you have a Netflix, a podcast, or something that you're really into lately?
Really, I don't really have any of those. I guess I have an Instagram. My mom runs my Facebook.
Because it's for old people now.
Oh yeah, I still enjoy Facebook. I guess just high school. I guess whatever comes with it, homework. I play football after school, all that. But I guess that's my life now.
Do that too?
Sometimes.
That's so much fun. Well, I'm glad you're doing normal stuff too, besides just being a celebrity chef.
Yes,
but thank you so much for letting me come today.
Thank you.
And thank y'all for tuning in. And I want to encourage you to follow us on Around the Town and share this post if you enjoyed it. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you around the town.